So just in case you need them, we love our props. If you have blocks, bring them in. If not, roll up a towel, roll up a blanket, a couple of throw pillows. For my practice, I'm going to be trying to use some light weights. You can use them if you have them. If not, don't worry about it. I have a hand towel. If you have a yoga strap, then feel free to have that handy. And but if you don't, a hand towel, a sash belt, or an old tie will work. And as usual, in my classes, we're going to start with a gentle warm up and a little bit of breath work, and then we'll move to more flowing sequences. We are joined today by one of our graceful seniors, Mike, who is just off camera. So let's find a comfortable seat. If you have stiff hips or knees, then you want to raise your sitting bones up off the floor by sitting on a block or a rolled up towel or rolled up blanket. You can sit in a cross-legged position. Or find a seat that is most comfortable for you. We're going to let ourselves relax into our sitting pose. Tuning into our natural breath at first before we change anything. So we're sitting up. We have our abs gently engaged. We have our shoulders relaxed down from our earlobes. Our arms are resting comfortably, either in our lap or on our thighs. And we start to tune into the natural breath. Just paying attention to how your breath is flowing in and out on its own. We want to do a body scan from the top of the head down to the soles of the feet, looking for any places that may be stiff, achy, and you want to try to allow those places to relax as you slowly scan down the body, letting any place loosen and relax as you breathe in and breathe out. Once you get to the soles of your feet, take a moment and slowly scan back up, seeing if there's any place else that you can allow to open and relax, all the way back up to the top of the head. Allowing ourselves to relax a little bit more as we flow through the body scan. And we're going to make our inhales and exhales a little bit more mindful. You can mentally count to 3, 4, or 5 as you slowly inhale. Hopefully your abdomen is relaxed enough so that when you inhale, it'll inflate. Your spine will lengthen up as your heart lifts, your neck gets longer, and maybe you feel a lift in the crown of the head. At the same time, the bottom half of your body is lengthening toward the earth, relaxing through the hips, the legs, all the way to the soles of the feet. And as you exhale, draw the navel in a little bit more strongly to keep the lift in the upper body. At the same time, you're slowly exhaling and letting the shoulders relax a little bit more, letting the hips relax a little bit more, letting the legs all the way to the bottoms of the feet relax into the earth on the exhale. So we're going to do that together for 3 slow breaths, mentally counting to 3, 4, or 5. As we slowly inhale, feel the lengthening in both directions. And as we slowly exhale, draw the navel in strongly and let yourself start to relax or ground toward the earth. Together, inhaling. Draw in the navel and slowly exhale. We're going to do 2 more together. Keep your mental count as you inhale, same mental count as you exhale. Inhaling. Heart lifts. Spine gets longer. Draw in the navel, slow exhale. Relax to the shoulders, hips, legs, and feet. Third time's the charm. Inhaling, slow, slow, slow. Drawing in the navel, slow, slow, slow exhale. Keeping the inhales and the exhales even is equal diaphragmatic breath. Eventually, as you become more and more relaxed, you want to perhaps lengthen out your exhales slightly longer than your slow inhale. We're going to add more movement to our inhales and our exhales as we build upon the practice. So let's start at the top, and as we inhale, let's look up toward the ceiling. Draw in the navel and slowly exhale, relaxing through the body and gazing toward the earth. We're going to do that 2 more times together. Slow inhale, lengthening up and down at the same time as we gaze up. Drawing in the navel to keep the lift. Slow exhale, gazing toward the earth. Super slow with the slow inhale and the slow exhale. Slow inhale. In as we slowly, slowly exhale. We add on a little bit more. We add on the arms. Inhaling this time, we're going to reach forward and up and watch the thumbs float up. Feel the lengthening, the extension. Draw in the navel, and as you exhale, slowly relax through the shoulders, hips, and watch the fingertips and the thumbs float down. Slow inhale. Heart is lifting as the arms lift and the gaze lifts. Looking at your thumbs is your gentle back bend. Navel draws in as we slowly exhale and float the fingertips down. Third time. Slow inhale. Hopefully you're still counting. Navel draws in. Slowly float fingertips back to it. Gaze forward on the inhale. Heart lifts. Draw in your navel, and as you exhale, let's look toward our left. Slow inhale, we come back to center. Let the heart lift. Draw in the navel, and slowly exhale your gaze to your right. Inhale, center. This time we're going to turn from the hips. Draw in the navel, and as we exhale, turn to your left. Your left fingertips can be behind your left hip. Your right fingertips are outside your left knee. Inhale, let your heart and spine lengthen in both directions. Heart lift, spine lengthens. Draw in your navel and slowly exhale. Turn the navel, the chest, and maybe your gaze over your left shoulder. Slow inhale, turn that forward, and as you exhale, relax to the shoulders, the hips, legs, and feet. We're going to inhale, gaze in center. lifts, drawing the navel, and as you exhale, look to your right. Inhale at center. Drawing the navel, exhale, and this time return to the right. Right fingertips behind the hip, left fingertips outside the right knee. Inhale, lengthen up through the heart. Draw the navel to keep the lift, and as you exhale, turn the navel, turn the chest, and turn your gaze to your right. Slow inhale, come back to the center, and as we exhale, we relax through the shoulders, hips, legs, and feet. Let's gently extend the legs. The heels are grounding into the earth. The toes are pointing straight up. We have a micro bend in the knees. Again, if you feel like you're locking your knees, you can bring in a prop, a rolled blanket, a rolled up towel, or even blocks if you need to. Anything to keep the bend in the knees, a slight bend in the knees. So we're going to inhale, point the toes away from us. And as we exhale, draw the navel and point the toes toward us. Flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Inhale. Exhale. Time. We're going to do some ankle circles. Inhale for half of the circle, draw the navel, and exhale for the second half of the circle. 2 times in one direction. Exaggerate the circle, reverse. I want to bring some flexion into the ankle joints. Shake out the knees. We're going to swing the feet to one side and come to hands and knees. The knees are going to come straight down from the hip joint. Spread the fingers. They're going to come straight down underneath the shoulder joint. Draw in the navel to take some of the curve out of the back and relax the tailbone. We're going to inhale the heart through the forearms, lift the tailbone, and lift the gaze forward for cow pose. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, draw in the navel, tuck the chin, and press the hands into the earth and let the back of the heart reach toward the heavens. Slow inhale as we undulate the spine. Now, exhale, back tuck like a hollow cat. It'll flow through slowly, 3 more. Inhaling to cow. Slow, slow exhale to cat tuck. Really press the finger pads into the earth. Follow your slow inhale to cow. Down to 3 or 5 if you need to. Follow your slow exhale to cat tuck. Inhale, cow. Slow exhale, cat tuck. And then back to tabletop. Inhale, let the spine lengthen. The spine is going to lengthen through the crown of the head this way, through the tailbone this way. And as you exhale, draw in the navel and let everything that's in contact with the earth relax into the earth. Next inhale, extend your right leg to hip height. And as you exhale, again, allow everything to ground. Draw in the navel, activate the core, let the thigh muscles do some of the work. Here you can point and flex a couple of times, and you can circle the ankle 1 or 2 times in each direction. Inhale, lengthen. Drawing the navel, slow exhale, bring that knee back down underneath the hip. Next inhale, extend the left leg to hip height. As you exhale, draw in your core muscles and let everything touching you on the ground. Relax through your shoulders. Point, flex for a breath or 2. Ankle circles, 2 times in one direction, 2 times in the opposite direction. Inhale, lengthen all the way through the toes. Draw in the navel, exhale, bring that knee back underneath the hip. Take a resting breath here. In resting breath, we would stay where we are and take a full breath in and full breath out. This time, as we inhale, let's extend right leg. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, extend the left fingertips. You're looking at the front edge of your mat. Draw in your navel, lift that back foot, relax those front shoulders. Take a breath. Inhale, extend through the fingertips and the toes. As you exhale, relax through the shoulders and ground through everything touching the earth. One more time, inhale, extend, both directions, front and back. Exhale, hand down under the shoulder, knee under the hip. Take a resting breath. Next, inhale, left leg extends. Exhale, ground. Inhale, extend the right fingertips. Exhale, relax the shoulders, ground. Inhale, lift that back foot, extend through those front fingers. As you exhale, engage the core, engage the thighs, relax through the shoulders. One more breath. Inhale, extend your fingertips, toes. On your navel, exhale, hand under shoulder, knee under hip. Take a resting breath. Inhale, extend. Draw on the navel, exhale, sit the hips on the heels. Inhale, extend the spine. Draw on the navel as you exhale and lower the forearms, lower the forehead. You can bring in your props. You can stack the fists and place the forehead on the fist, or you can bring in a block and place the forehead on the block. Or if you have a cushion, that can be a prop. The object is not to get the forehead to the ground. The object is to stay in this shape with the hips near the heels, hands are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, hands can be here, or they can be here at barely touching the hips. Relaxing the neck, the shoulders, the lower back. Take a couple of breaths. As you inhale, your abdomen is going to press into your thighs. That allows your lower back to expand and your side ribs to expand. As you exhale, still draw in your navel and allow your hips to sit closer to the heels. Allow yourself to open enough so that you can maybe lower your heart and your head more toward the earth. Maybe decrease the height of your prop. Feel the expansion in the lower back and the side ribs. As you inhale, feel the grounding. As you exhale. Bring the hands back over the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Walk the hands forward. Spread the fingers, and we're going to go for downward facing dog. We're going to inhale first to lengthen the spine. And as we exhale, draw in the navel. Lift up the hips by extending the legs and reach them back. You don't want to lock the knees, so you can always inch the toes forward. Press, spread the fingers, press the pads into the earth, and reach the hips and the sitting bones back, up and back. Now we're facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Count to 3 on the inhale and exhale if you need to. Gaze at your fingertips. Breathe mindfully. Slow inhale and slow exhale as we tiptoe toward our fingertips. Once we get there, exhale. Take hold of both elbows. Soften the knees. Tuck the chin. Take an extra breath. Abdomen pressing into the thighs. The lower back expands. As you exhale, draw in the navel. And let gravity deepen your forward fold. Crown of the head is reaching toward the earth. One more breath. Release the elbows. Inhale. Soften the knees, reach out to the sides, and slowly come up. This is where the 5 counts. Pause with your head. Draw the navel, slow exhale. Bring the palms to the heart. Press the palms together, let the elbows reach out to the sides. And take a rest in there. Toes, unlock the knees. Roll the shoulders forward on the inhale. Draw the navel, and lift the shoulders back and down with the exhale. 2 more times, super slow. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. Slow exhale. Reverse. Back it up. It draws in, over and over. So moving down to toes. Toes. Are they out at an angle or are they forward? You can stand hip joint distance apart, or you can open a little wider to shoulder joint distance apart, depending on how tight the hips feel. So we want to lift our toes, spread them, put them back down, and a little bit of space in between each toe. Don't lock the knees. Tailbone is slightly tucked because our abs are engaged. I'm going to draw the navel in and slightly up. Let the tailbone relax down. Shoulders back down. Our chin is right over our heart. See if you can feel your weight evenly between the 2 feet. The heart's lifted. At the same time. Exhale. The heart lifted. And let the shoulders roll down the back. Let the hips sink toward the earth. Let the legs relax down into the feet. slowly go. 2 more. Slowly inhale. Action. As you exhale. This time if you exhale, relax your shoulders back. Right, elbows come forward a little bit. Inhale yourself back up. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees. Tuck the chin. Inhale, forward standing arch. Exhale, take another foot. Inhale, soften the knees. Draw your navel. Exhale to the right foot back. We have a cross for a moment. For a medium lunge. Engage the core with the fingertips. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, back foot forward. Exhale, take the forward fold. Breath. Inhale, standing arch. Exhale, take the fold. Inhale, soften the knees. Exhale, engage the core. Step left foot back. Gaze forward. Relax your shoulders. Engage the core. For a second. Inhale, back foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Chin from the knees. Inhale, reach out. Slowly come up. Exhale. Better. Elbows out. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hips. Unlock the knees. Flex the mantle, knees. So fix the knee two. Step aside. And we're gonna go for the step wide. Toes still point forward, we're just stepping wide. Turn the right toes to a 90-degree angle. That way. Leave this foot where it is, but try not to lock this knee. Inhale the arms to shoulder height. Drawing the navel. And as you exhale, bend your right knee. See what the front foot is doing. See what the back foot is doing. This hand wants to drop down. Inhale, open your heart. Drawing your navel. Exhale, bend your knee a little bit more. Relax your shoulders. Turn this palm up. Inhale, watch it float up as the back hand floats down. And as you exhale, deepen the bend. Inhale yourself back up. And as you exhale, take this forearm to this knee and reach these back fingers up. You can look at your toes if you want. Exhale, inhale, exhale, bend the front knee a little bit more, relax through the shoulders. Down, inhale, your torso back up, exhale, bend the front knee. Relax the hands down. Straighten the leg, turn the toes. Take a breath. Switch sides. Left toes are now at the ankle. Inhale, arms up. Engage the core. Exhale, knee bends. Don't let the back fingers flip down. Take a breath. Inhale, open heart. Draw on your navel. Exhale, bend the knee a little bit deeper. Press the outer edge of the back foot to keep yourself balanced. Turn the front palm up. Inhale, watch those fingers come up as the back fingers come down. Exhale, bend your front knee a little bit. Inhale, arms back to shoulder height. Draw on the navel. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Back hand reaches up. You can look at your toes. Take a breath. Inhale, lengthen. On your navel, engage your core. Exhale, maybe bend your front knee. Inhale, torso up. Exhale, bend the front knee a little bit more. Relax those shoulders. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Relax the hands down. Straighten the leg, turn the toes. Take a breath. All right. One time. Inhale, reach out and then up. Engage the core. Exhale and hinge forward at the hip joint, not the waist. Halfway. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach for the earth. Wide leg stance. Inhale the center. On the navel, and as you exhale, slow exhale, walk over past your right foot. Inhale, lengthen. Draw on the navel, and as you exhale, maybe bend the elbows and let your heart come toward your right knee. You're looking at your right ankle. Inhale yourself up, come back to center. And as you exhale, slowly walk past your left foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the elbows, let your heart come toward your left foot. You look at your left foot. Up to center. Exhale, bend the elbows. Soften the knees, let the heart lower toward the earth, tuck the chin a little bit, let the crown lower toward the earth. Take 2 slow breaths. So inhale, slow exhale. Navel, maybe bend the knees a little bit. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Navel, bend the elbows, soften the knees. Chin tucked, and start to walk your hands back toward your feet, maybe under your shoulders. Taking your time. Maybe walk one foot closer to the middle, then the other foot closer to the middle. Take a breath. And we're going to turn the toes out. We're going to inhale. And as we exhale, draw on the navel, bend the knees, and maybe lower the hips. See if you can go halfway at least, or all the way. Good. Widen your feet. Widen your feet. Yeah. There you go. And relax your shoulders more over your hip joints. And gaze forward. Let your elbows touch the inside of your thighs. Take your time. When you're ready, put your hands down and let yourself come up. Keep breathing mindfully. Slow inhale and slow exhale. Bring your feet back under the hip joint or the shoulder joint. Tuck your chin. Soften your knees. This time, inhale, reach out. Super slow, come in. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take an extra breath. Release the hands. Flex through the toes and arches and heels, knees, maybe sway the hips a little bit. Roll the shoulders back, forward, gaze up, gaze down. Let's gently come to reclining. As you recline, yes, our knees are bent, our hips are close to our heels, and then we work our way, our spine down to the earth. Whew. You can have anything you need underneath your head. Again, fold the pillow or rolled up towel. But if you're comfortable lying flat on the floor, just shift around and find that comfortable sweet spot. Shoulders relaxing into the earth, back of the head relaxing into the earth, but the neck is not, there's no weight on the neck. You've got your back flat on the earth, your knees are bent, so your lower back is flat on the earth. Press your lower back into the floor and feel your tailbone lift up a little bit. That takes pressure off of the back. Let our arms relax. Our upper arms relax into the floor. Let our hands rest on our abdomen. We're going to inhale and feel the spine lengthen up through the heart and the crown. Maybe the tailbone lengthens past our heels along our mat. And as we exhale, let that navel sink toward the spine. Let the shoulder blades sink into the floor, the back of the head, the entire back, the hips, the glutes, and the soles of the feet. Our inner thighs are slightly engaged, keeping our knees toward the midline of the body. Inhale, feel the spine lengthen up and down. Draw the navel a bit, and as you exhale, slowly bring your right knee toward your chest. Your hands can come to your shin and hug that knee and thigh in close to your upper torso. Knees to the heart. As you inhale, let the belly inflate, straighten the arms, lift the thigh bit. As you exhale, draw that navel in, bend those elbows, and hug that knee and thigh closer to your chest. One more breath. Release the clasp. Inhale, exhale, let that foot come back to the earth. Inhale, lifting the spine up and down. Engage the abs and gently lift the left knee toward the heart. Hands clasped at the shin. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale, abdomen inflates, arms are straight. Exhale, draw in the navel, and Bend the elbows a little bit. Hug the knee closer to the chest. One more time. Inhale. Let the belly push the thigh away. Straighten the arms. Draw the navel and just slowly exhale. Bend the elbows and hug the knee closer to the chest. Release the clasp. Inhale. Exhale. Let the foot come down to the earth. Both knees are bent, feet flat on the floor, and we're back in partial recline. This time, inhale, lengthen. Draw in the navel, engage the abs. Let both knees come close to the heart. Hands around the shins. Inhale. Exhale, hug them in. Inhale. Exhale, hug them in. See if you can keep your abs engaged, your inner thighs engaged, and keep those knees close to your chest as you inhale your arms out to the sides and turn the palms down. Drawing your navel, and as you exhale, let your knees come down toward your right hand. Slide the left fingertips down if you need to. If you feel any twinge in your left armpit, that means you need to slide your hand down a little bit. Your right hand can rest on the outside of your knees. Inhale, let the side ribs and the lower back inflate, as well as the abdomen. Draw in the navel, and as you exhale, look over your left shoulder. Take an extra breath. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Inhale, the gaze back to center and the knees back to center. Draw the navel, exhale your knees toward your left hand. Again, if you feel a twinge in your right armpit, slide that hand down a bit. Left hand rests on the outside of the knees. Inhale, lengthen. Draw in the navel, and as you exhale, rest your shoulders and your ear to the earth. Gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, abdomen, lower back, side ribs inflate. As you exhale, engage the abs, relax through the shoulders. And the right ear. Take the time, inhale the gaze, and the knees back to center. Exhale, hug those knees back. Inhale, let the hands come down. Exhale, let the feet come down. Extend the right leg to the right corner of your mat. Left leg to the left corner of your mat. Palms open along the side. Here's the side ribs. A mudra of receiving and giving. Doing twists. Any stretches you need to make so that you can be comfortable and be still for about 2 minutes. Let yourself be comfortable. Let go of counting while you're inhaling and exhaling. Back to the natural breath. I'm going to sit up and you continue to lie in Shavasana. Nice scan from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. See if there's any place else that you can relax. See if there are any twinges anywhere still in the body. Send extra oxygen to any place that still feels like it's giving you some resistance. Remember an ancient Kemetic or Egyptian god. He grasps the truth of the mental nature of the universe, is well advanced on the path to self-mastery. Sounds inside this room. Listen to the vibrations within your body. Gently allow your awareness to come back to your body. Move your fingers, move your toes. Circle your wrists and ankles 1 or 2 times in each direction. Inhale and exhale. Take a nice deep stretch as if you just woke up this morning. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, deep stretch. Inhale, exhale, deep stretch. Gently bend the knees, come back to partial recline. Inhale the left arm overhead. Gently roll to, as you exhale, roll to your left side. Your head can rest on your upper arm. Pause for a minute. Take a couple of slow breaths in and slow breaths out. Expand as the universe expands. Exhaling, contract as the universe contracts. Place your right hand on the floor in front of your heart. And as you inhale, try to roll up from the side without rolling back onto your back. Excellent. To a comfortable seat. An easy pose, we usually put the same foot in front. So to bring more balance, we switch. So tall. Attention to our natural breath. Hopefully our breath is deeper, smoother, more relaxed than when we started. We let that more relaxed breath translate to more relaxed thoughts, deeper thoughts, more patience before we act, especially before we speak. Inhale. This time, reach out and gather everything that's true: righteousness, respect, love, justice, peace for yourself as well as others. Arms be overhead. And exhale, bring that affirmation, wish, prayer to your heart. Press the thumbs into the center of the chest, which is the location of your spiritual heart. Inhale and let your heart lift up to meet your prayer, wish, or affirmation. And as you exhale, bow to your true and highest self. Thanks for joining me. Thank you. And join us back on Mondays for gentle yoga. All right.